Alright YouTube, so we're back of course with some Remake content. What we have today is a possible early reveal or leak of Remake coming to Xbox One. Now the idea of Remake coming to Xbox One isn't new. That's something we've been talking about for years at this point. It's never outright been confirmed. We actually don't even know what platforms for sure it's going to come to besides PS4, but it's assumed PC and Xbox One. You can even go back to the original reveal trailer from E3 2015 that at the very end says play it first on PlayStation 4, which implied other platforms. You also have the infamous Walmart Canada leak from a couple years back that revealed a lot of games ahead of time. Not everything on here was accurate, but this also had Remake on Xbox One. And then of course fast forward to 2019 once we actually started getting information for Remake and we learned that it's going to be a 1-year timed exclusive. So it's been known for a long time that this game is going to hit other platforms. And just in general, when it comes to the Final Fantasy series, even if there are timed exclusives involved, they eventually do hit the Xbox platform. We've seen it with Zodiac Age, we've seen it with 7, 8, and 9, we've seen it with World of Final Fantasy, we've seen it with 10 and 10-2 Remaster. Even something like Final Fantasy 14, which has been exclusive to the PlayStation brand since like 2013 on the PS3, is inevitably getting an Xbox One release. The point of all this is, regardless of how exclusive a Final Fantasy game may seem to the PlayStation brand, it seems like it eventually hits Xbox. And kind of getting back on topic with the video, what we have today is a possible leak of Remake coming to the Xbox One over on the Target website. So if you come over here to the Target weekly ad section, you can see that they have Remake right here. And it's kind of hard to see because it's small. We'll look at a closer up version in a second. But it says $60 PS4, Xbox One. But once you actually click on the ad and pull it up, it just shows PlayStation 4. But clearly, it shows both platforms on the previous window. So here we have a closer look at the ad so you can see it more clearly. And people have pointed out that this could just be an error on Target's part, right? On the website's part, they put it on Xbox even though it's not on Xbox. A very real possibility. But it's also just as possible that they know it's coming to Xbox because of the retailers, and they announced that or revealed that a little early. But the main reason why I want to talk about this and discuss this today is we are coming up on Tokyo Game Show, which we talked about a couple of times here on the channel, and one of the things we talked about is the possibility of Remake being at the event. Now, this could be in a multitude of capacity. It could be them just talking about, future things for the Remake project, whether that's part 2 or just general information for Remake. It's the possibility of, maybe some sort of an update for the game, patch, expansion, DLC, something. We've all been talking about that for a few months now. Or, of course, them talking about the game coming to other platforms, whether that's like a PS5 edition. Even though the PS5 is like backwards compatible, there could be that, next-gen definitive edition of Remake for PS5, or the game coming to like PC and Xbox One. Even though the exclusivity for PS4 is until April of next year, they could still start talking about it. And I just thought it was kind of interesting to see this happen like a couple of days before Tokyo Game Show. Almost like, there's going to be that reveal of the game coming to Xbox One, even though you're not going to be able to buy it for quite a while at this point. And as somebody who's been talking about this game since they literally revealed it in 2015, I can't remember the last time something like this actually happened. Like over the last handful of years before the game ever came out, you'd get the occasional random shady website that would have Remake on pre-order for Xbox One. But, this time we're like 5 months after the release of the game, and it's on Target, which is a relatively credible website, obviously, and it's right ahead of Tokyo Game Show. It's just pretty strange altogether. And over the last week or more, I've been seeing a lot more people that feel like something Remake-related is going to be at Tokyo Game Show, but that, of course, remains to be seen. So we definitely want to keep our eyes and ears open for Tokyo Game Show this year. I think Square Enix is going to be there, like, just about every single day. Like, they're going to have something shown online or whatever, like, every day of Tokyo Game Show. So if something Remake-related would be shown there, it's kind of hard to guess when that would be. So we kind of got to pay attention the whole time. Anyways, dudes, that is pretty much the video. When it comes to Remake dropping on other platforms, are you going to buy more copies of it just for your collection? Or are you that PC, Xbox fan that's been holding out this entire time? Either way, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't interested in more Final Fantasy VII Remake content. Turn on my notifications. Follow me on Twitter at dashingdavid. And my Discord. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like Logain, or leave it like Cobain.